Here are some great tips to help you enhance any PowerPoint presentation. When it comes to getting your content back on track, remember to use Reset and Autofit. Let's take a look. If the content on your slide, for example, has gotten off the track a little bit, maybe by mistake, I'm just moving these placeholders around to show you sometimes things happen. So if you have, like I said, gotten off track with your content, there is a reset option that you can use. It's on the home tab of the ribbon. You just click reset and it realigns the content to the specified layout for that particular slide. So great tip there that is used to get your content back on track. In addition to that, another content related sort of tool that goes hand in hand with reset is your Autofit. So here I have a slide that has way too much content on it, and you may need to break this information into a second slide. So rather than doing that manually, there is a tool that will do it for you. It's an Autofit tool. So just click inside your content, and this little icon in the lower left it's called Autofit Options. It only shows up if there is this overflow sort of situation. So let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what's happening a little bit clearer. I definitely have content that does not fit on this slide. So it falls into this category of needing to be auto fit, so that auto fit icon will display as I click in the placeholder. I'm going to use the down arrow and I'm going to just select the option along top to split the text between two slides. So right now I have 3 slides, right? And I have this issue on slide number 3. As I choose this option, it will, just coming back to what was originally slide 3 with the overflow problem, it stops short of that extra content there and put that extra content on a new slide that it created automatically for me. So just remember, reset and auto fit are great tools to help you get your content back on track. Our next tip focuses on adding links to your presentation. So let's take a look at that. First, go out to the website so that you can get the URL or the web address that you need. So here I am at the library website. I'm going to right click the web address at the top of the screen and copy it. I'm going to flip back to my presentation, and what you want to do is paste the content in. So you can, whatever shortcut or however you normally paste things in, I can go ahead and hit the top of that paste icon. Now, one extra little step, either type in a space or press the enter key. You want to see that color change. You want to see that link sort of taking effect there. It does not actually work when you are viewing the presentation in normal view, but if I go ahead and switch to slideshow view, which I can do from the slideshow tab of the ribbon from current slide, and I just need to click this in order to get to the website. It'll go ahead and open that up for me, and we can verify that that is working. Okay. I'm going to escape to get out of that view. And if in the event, just looking at another way to do this, in the event you don't want the actual website to be visible in the presentation and you would rather have that website behind some text, like click here for more information or visit our website, then you can certainly do that. Enter the text onto the slide, select it, and on the insert tab of the ribbon, the top there, you can use the hyperlink option, and in the address field down at the bottom, just paste in that URL, or that web address. I'm going to use the Control V shortcut to paste it in and click on OK. And then you don't need to type in a space or an enter when you use that insert command. It takes care of that for you. But once again, you will not be able to just click the link here. It will only work while you are running the presentation. And finally, with the links, if you want, you can put a link behind a picture. So maybe you want a picture in your presentation, you want to click it and then go to the website, then you can certainly do that. Just right click the picture. And using the hyperlink option, again, same dialog box in the address, just paste that in using Control V to paste it in and click on OK. And now when I'm running the presentation, it will go ahead and allow me to click this and it will take me to that website. Now remember, if you have a perfect slide designed and you want to be able to reuse it, maybe just tweak it a little bit, use the duplicate command. It's super easy and time saving. Find that slide within the slide list on the left, right click it, and you'll have the opportunity there from the menu to duplicate the slide. So that will give you an exact duplicate, which will include formatting, animation, transition, everything you've built into that slide. Then maybe you just need to tweak it a little bit and move it around, and that's all fine. But click and drag to move it into position if you need to, and there you have it, a super time-saving, convenient way of reusing a slide. A lot of times we want to add audio to our presentations, and as long as you have the sound clip, the file, the audio that you want to use, then you can add it to your presentation, and it is done very simply. I'm going to add it to this slide right here. On the Insert tab of the ribbon, you're going to be able to choose the audio option in the media group, and this is audio on my PC. I'm going to go ahead and select that option. And I have just a WAV file, but just to give you an idea of the different kinds of file types that you can bring into your presentation, I'm just dropping down this list. So a lot of the standard ones, there's Windows Media, there's MP4, MP3, MIDIs, WAV files. What I've got is a WAV file, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Just double clicking to bring it in. And here is the clip. The little icon here represents the audio. I can go ahead and play it. Now, while that audio is selected, you do want to bring your attention towards the top of the screen here. The contextual tabs that you'll get will help you work with that. So as that file is selected, use the playback tab, for example, to indicate when you want to play that audio and how far you want it to go. So let's look at that. Maybe as I come to the slide, I would like that audio clip to begin playing automatically. So I can choose that option as to when it should start. If I want it, I can have it play past this slide. So I can just choose the option play across slides. Another thing that I typically do, and you may want to do this as well, is so that this icon does not actually show when you are running your presentation, you can select the option that says hide during show. Okay, and any other options that you want, you can play it, you can actually trim the audio if you want, and those are all things that will be available on your audio tools. As long as that little icon is selected, you'll be able to access that on the playback tab. So based on what we've selected, as I go and run the show, so I can do slideshow, and I'm just going to choose from current slide, and start playing that audio, and that audio is going to play even as I go through the other slides because of those options I selected. Also, you'll notice one more time, slideshow, from current slide, that icon is not there. So you don't have to worry about that. If you'd like to hide it, you certainly can. So that's a few little things to keep in mind if you would like to add audio to your presentation. And our final tip for the video is actually adding video. And this is a question we get asked a lot. And the best solution, this specifically will be a YouTube video. Again, something that folks commonly want to add to their presentation. And the best thing that we can do for this is to actually embed the video so that if we don't have an internet connection while we're running the presentation, then we don't really necessarily have to worry. So takes a couple of extra steps, but it's best in the long run. So let's take a look at how that's done. First, you want to go find that YouTube video that you want to use. So I'm going to flip over to a video here on the Sachem playlist, and I'm going to go ahead and find that video and look for the share link. Now there's all these different options here, and you may need to scroll around to find the one that we need. The one that we need is embed, not this. You don't want to copy this, that won't help us at all, but you want to look for the embed option. So I'm going to give that a click. Just waiting a moment here. Okay, and then over on the right, see this? This is the code that we want to embed in our PowerPoint presentation so that we can access it regardless of whether we have a good internet connection. And I can just use the little copy link down at the bottom. Just click on the word copy. It will let you know that the link was copied to the clipboard. You can see that in the lower left. I'm going to go ahead and close that and take us back to our presentation. And what we're going to do at this point is on the Insert tab of the ribbon, right next to Audio in the Media group is the Video option, and I'm going to choose Online Video. I do want to do the Video Embed Code option. I'm going to click into this text box and just paste it in. You can right-click and paste it, and just go ahead and click the little arrow to the right to proceed with that. Just give it a moment. It's inserting the media. It doesn't look like much yet, but again, it will in just a little bit. So this can be moved into position. This can be resized. You can even put it in a frame if you wanted to. So on the Format tab, you can go ahead and select a little frame for your video if you wanted to. And again, it doesn't actually look like much. Sometimes this takes a moment or so, and usually if you use the play option on either of those contextual tabs on your ribbon, the Video Tools Format or the Video Tools Playback, both of them have that first button there is the play. So give that a click, and that should, you know, sort of give it the boost that it needs so that you can actually see the controls there to play the video. So you can go ahead and do that. This will play right here.
Let's take a look at creating a PowerPoint presentation.
And then of course, when you're running the presentation, so let's go ahead and do that. Slideshow from current slide. So I'm on the slideshow tab of the ribbon from current slide. So you can see what that's going to look like. Give it a minute. Go ahead and use the play button and it will play within this frame.
Let's take a look at creating a PowerPoint presentation. Let's start our presentation with a title slide.
Pause it, play it, etc. So embedding a video, great way to go, and doesn't take too much effort at all. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching and hope to see you again soon.